All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nash House. We're glad that you could be with us. I know it's been a while since we've been live, but we're going to do something special for you. First day back to school.
Woo!
And without any further ado, Dominique Nash.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, woo! Yeah.
Hey, look, welcome back. Now, we had a nice summer break. I hit you guys with a little bit of reels, some recipes that I found, some that I forgot I made, some other people that I wanted to highlight. But, baby, we're back.
Bang.
All right, so welcome back. Since the kids are off to school today.
Woo!
You happy about that, huh?
Woo!
I decided that I was going to make something that I know they're going to be really excited to eat. Now, with that said, we got to make sure that we make it as healthy as we possibly can. If you have not been following, we have been on a fitness journey as a family just to be more active and being more conscious about what we're eating. So, we're going to make a Rigatoni Bolognese, but we're not going to use beef. Rigatoni. Thanks, honey. We're going to use ground chicken, which is much leaner. Let me wipe it off, y'all. Much leaner. And it holds much more flavor. Mm-hmm. We're going to make sure that we incorporate a little bit more veggies. Braylon, turn your head.
Whack.
So, let's get started. The first things first, we want to make sure that we actually chop up our veggies. Okay? So I have some green bell pepper and red onion that we're going to sweat in our saucepan first.
So, hey, for those who may not know, what do you mean by sweating the vegetables?
Great question. Oh, so also, before I tell you about sweating, with the pasta, we're going to use some Texas Toast 5-cheese bread, which does not take long at all to cook. Basically, 7 minutes. So we're going to do that last. I have this. I'm going to set this to the side because the oven is already preheated. Hold on 1 second. All right. Now, when I say to sweat the vegetables, what I mean is that we're going to cook them down so we can actually smell the aroma of them and make them softer. So if you have like picky eaters who do not like, and I have a lot of them, who don't really like a lot of vegetables in their pasta, you want to sweat them so they can't taste them. And it kind of helps incorporate, because Ray, you're going to have to turn your head when I do this. I'm going to add some spinach too. We're going to make this pasta, this bolognese, really delicious, but we're going to make it healthy, okay? So when we sweat these vegetables, they're not going to be able to taste them in the pasta. That's the whole point. But it's going to bring out the flavor. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this red onion. Normally I would do white onion, but they didn't have any at the grocery, so I got red onion. Still the same effect. The one great thing about red onion, it doesn't matter if it is actually sweated or not. You can't really taste red onion. I like that.
You good, you good.
Okay. So, here's the Wi-Fi. Oh, you have a Wi-Fi?
Just keep on.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put in our rigatoni noodles. Now, any type of recipe that you see me make, yes, I know that I can make that. But we're going to make an efficient meal for a mom of 4, like me, who doesn't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen because I got other projects that we got going. So we're going to get this pasta that's already made for us. We're going to put it in this pot so it can cook. I use the entire box because we are a large family, but if it's only 1 or 2 of you guys, you can use half of it, okay? Rigatoni pasta in the store is very cheap. It's not really expensive. You won't pay more than $3 for it, okay? So while that pasta is cooking, let's go ahead and sweat our vegetables. All right, so we're gonna put a medium flame over in our saucepan. I'm gonna put a little bit of this organic extra virgin olive oil in the pot.
Organic and extra, huh?
Yeah, it's organic and extra. Sounds like a woman, huh? Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our veggies in here. We're gonna let them sweat. Now, with the bell pepper and red onion, I am going to add in chopped garlic. All of these key components really provide so much more flavor for the ground chicken. As I said before, the ground chicken really holds a lot of flavor. I prefer it in my pasta dishes. Everybody has their own preference, but I didn't want to use such heavy ground beef, especially because we are trying to eat lighter.
Yes. And I think this is a great time for a public service announcement.
Uh-huh.
Do not come on our videos commenting talking about, so you should use this meat or that meat or this vegetable. This is how I cook it. If you want to cook it your way, that is completely okay.
Yeah. Whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, that's always cool with us. We don't mind. Now, the one benefit of cooking ground chicken is that you're not going to have a lot of fat.
Nope.
There's not really much fat in chicken, and not in this type of chicken. So once we sweat the vegetables and we add our seasoning, this is lemon pepper, by the way. I love lemon pepper. And one of my new ones, guys, if you've been keeping up with the reels, you've been seeing Mrs. Dash garlic and herb seasoning blend. I love this. There's no salt. I don't like adding a ton of salt to our meals just because I'm trying to make sure that we maintain not having high blood pressure and things like that. So if you are a diabetic and you want a good seasoning that's going to give some type of flavor to your food and you cannot use salt, try Mrs. Dash. Very good. Don't you like it, honey?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good? Now, if he likes it, then you know it's a good one because he don't like anything. Do you, honey?
So I think it's sound like having to work, doing all this work before I got to go to work.
You don't mind. So, funny thing is, when you want to mince meat, if you don't have like a mince meter, you can actually use this smasher, this for mashed potatoes. And it does really good for you.
Bashing up the meat.
And that way we make sure that we get it all ground up. I like the song that you created, honey.
Bashing
And you can really smell those red onions.
Bash it up. Bash up all that meat. Bashing it up. Bashing up that meat. Bashing up the meat. Bash it up.
Mashing up that meat. All right, look at that. Our minced meat is coming along great. And it's nice and juicy. Now, if you know anything about some chicken, you know chicken is very juicy.
Yep.
Not so much greasy now unless you have like those real big thigh pieces.
Yeah, leg quarters.
Oh my gosh. Those can get really, really greasy. All right, I'll be right back. Let me get me a spatula. Woo! A lot of steam coming from this dishwasher. Gee whiz, golly washcloth.
Well, it means our dishes are getting clean. They're
Yes,
burning away
Lord.
the...
Man, we just had to do a whole house cleaning because the kids are gone, finally.
Oh my God.
We still got one little one, but he doesn't mess up as much as all of them do.
Right, they combine their powers together to make Captain Junk. And then the kids are the Junketeers.
Junketeers. Captain Junk and the Junketeers. I like that, honey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tommy's
look
the
at that.
fifth one, by the way. If you want to.
Hey,
Yeah.
leave my dog alone. Don't talk about my Tommy Wommy.
I'll talk about
Now, I'm adding extra pepper only because I like to see my pepper. You don't have to. Really, the seasonings, the way that you want to season it is completely up to you. If you don't want to use any seasoning, that's up to you. Now, me, I like seasoning my meat because I want to be able to taste the flavor that I'm trying to produce. But all of this is to your liking, okay? All right, now that minced meat is almost done. Let's go ahead. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and stir up our pasta. See how that's doing. Now this rigatoni, it takes a little bit longer to cook, only because these noodles are really, really thick. So that's why I went on ahead and started that water early, so that it can be piping hot and cook those noodles a little bit faster for us. Now, since the ground chicken is done, I know, right? Ground chicken is done. We're going to add in our meat sauce. Oh, yeah. Give me that meat sauce.
I have to ask you this, dear.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed when you do similar dishes, right? Instead of using ground chicken, you use like the ground beef. There's drainage that you have to do on the meat. I noticed that we didn't really have to drain this one.
No, and that's because the chicken is so lean. Really, it's really more juice than it is like grease. You can drain it, but I prefer not to because it would make the ground chicken really dry. That's it. That's the only reason. But when we do ground beef, if you use ground beef, please drain that, because all you're going to taste, if you don't,
is grease.
It's grease. You remember that one time, funny story, guys. We went to like a potluck. You remember that? It was for like New Year's Eve at a church that we were visiting. And someone made rotel. And it was in a crock pot. Do you remember that? And it looked delicious. So I put a whole bunch on my plate. And when I scooped it up with the chip and put it in my mouth, all I tasted was grease. I didn't taste no cheese. I didn't taste no seasoning. All I tasted was grease from the ground beef. So I went over politely to the person that actually made this dish. And I said, hey, your rotel, did you cook it all in the crock pot at once? She said, yeah. I put the raw hamburger in the crock pot, then I put Velveeta cheese, and then I put the rotel can tomatoes. I said, oh. I said, how long did you let it cook? She said, it's been cooking since this morning. And what was it, like 7 o'clock at night?
It was about 7, 8 o'clock at night.
So all that grease just sat.
And it was permeating.
It was permeating inside of that crock pot with that rotel. Oh, it was the worst. So if you are using ground beef, please. I got a little juice mouth. Please make sure that you drain your beef.
Drain your beef.
Now with the chicken, we ain't gotta do all that. I think that's probably why I prefer the ground chicken, if I can be honest with you. That's your what you putting in, your abracadabra? That's your abracadabra?
Oh, really? If I really want to do it, well, let's see how talented I am. Do a bird over it.
What? Dude, I love you. All right, so we have this sauce reducing on a simmer. I got it poured down to a simmer on purpose. I don't want it to overcook because our pasta is not ready yet. So since we don't have that many steps left, let's go ahead and throw in our garlic bread. Okay, let me get it. I'll be right back. Now I'm gonna slide this in here. With the garlic bread Texas toast, you need to preheat your oven to 425, and you only need to set a timer. I like to do 7 minutes. It says 5 to 8 minutes. 5 is not gonna do it. I've done that before.
And 8, meh.
8 might make it a little bit too crispy, but if we set it at 7, at least that gives us an opportunity to see if it still needs a little bit time. Turn the oven off, let that dry heat cook the rest of it, and then take it out. So that's what we're gonna do. We have that put in there already. Hold on 1 second. Let me stir up this pasta a little bit more. Oh man, the kids are gonna love that. It's much more peaceful here since they're at school.
Oh my God, I love it.
You love it, but I almost cried.
I don't see why.
Because I miss them. I mean, they do junk up the house, but I do miss them.
You know, it's like they going to work or something. They'll be back.
Like when you go to work, huh? So I shouldn't miss you.
Not too much.
Oh!
It's crying stuff like, what's wrong with you? I just miss you so much.
Something wrong with you. So with this, we're gonna use some mozzarella cheese. Did you put it up on it?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes, right there.
Why was it looking right at me? Did you see it?
It was looking right at you.
It was looking at me like, hey.
What the old people say? It was a steak, bitch.
That's what the old people say.
That's what the old people say.
All right,
I don't want to hear you gonna be out one day. Like, yep, but I to make fun of them today.
We're gonna use about a quarter. No, not a quarter. We're gonna use about a half a cup of mozzarella cheese. Was that a
You said half a cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's your recipe. I don't know how much cheese you
put. Is a half a cup a quarter cup?
No, a half a cup is a half a cup. A quarter cup is 1/4.
Here I go complicating.
It's half. It's half of half.
It's half of half. Oh, okay. So we're going to use a half a cup of cheese. I was right. Shut up, Braylon. Shut up. Shut up. Husbands.
It's got to woman up everything, I swear.
They do the most.
How we do the most?
I don't know. I just felt like saying that.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to take this noodle and feel it. It still feels kind of firm. You want to be my taste tester?
Sure.
There you go, Grayla. It's really hot.
I need a little more time.
Yeah, it's al dente, ain't it?
Yeah. It's almost dirty. Need a little more.
A little bit more. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put together a little salad that we can eat with it.
Salad?
Why we can't have salad?
It's already got peppers and onions in it.
But, honey, we need to maximize our vegetables.
No, we don't.
Why not?
Because you already got green onions and
So you
stuff in
really
there.
don't want a salad?
Are you really asking me if I want a salad?
Yes.
No, I don't want a salad.
So you can serve this with salad. I'm going to give in today.
What do you mean?
Because I am going to add some spinach to that sauce.
Yeah, you about to add spinach to it anyway. You said that at the beginning of the video. Then you told them we're going to make a salad. Wait, what?
Now, I like using frozen chopped up spinach. Now, the only problem with this is that once you open it, it does become like blocks. And we don't want a real big block of spinach in there.
I'll show you a block of spinach.
So, something like this. It's like a cube of spinach.
Sure.
We're going to put it in there. That way, we can get some of that nutrients from the spinach. Now, one thing I will tell you. If you have picky eaters in your home and you want to incorporate a vegetable inside of your dishes, spinach is the easiest thing to hide because you cannot taste it over pasta sauce. That's my tip. Now, honey, if you tell the kids, I'm gonna act like I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I ain't gonna tell them nothing. I'm just gonna show them this video later.
No, don't show them nothing.
I'm showing this video.
They should have mountains and mountains of homework. Come look at that. You can't even tell I put spinach in there.
It's the first day of school. Who finna give mountains of homework out?
You know them teachers be doing extra stuff.
They do, but they better not. This is the first day of school. Ain't nobody feel like doing no homework.
Yeah, nobody doing no homework. Now, see, you can't even see the spinach.
It's right there.
Where?
Right there.
Where? I don't see nothing.
Over there.
I don't see anything.
All in there.
I don't see nothing. Oh, I thought never mind. I thought something was in your pocket. Okay, so our rigatoni. Let's take a look at it. All right, we need to turn this off because it's starting to bubble, and I don't want to get popped with hot sauce. See that? Here, honey. It's really, really hot. You got it? Almost?
Almost. A little more time.
I can tell. I just wanted to give you a noodle. You alright back there, honey?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, shout out to my cameraman. He is the best cameraman in the whole wide world. He is my best friend, and his birthday was just 2 days ago.
You landed on real thick. What you want, woman?
I want to go shopping. He laughed at me. Alright, never mind. I don't want to go shopping anymore because he just laughed.
Shopping.
Please. Please. I said, please. Okay.
Ooh, it's getting more pitiful every time I look back up.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. So, that's almost done. Once we do take that off the fire, we're going to drain it. But do not rinse. I repeat. We're going to drain. But do not rinse. Gee whiz, cameraman. That was real close to my face. Oh no! Oh yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay, we praying. Oh! Let's take a look at our garlic bread. Okay. Now, these are good, but I would like them to get a little bit crispier. So I'm gonna leave them in the oven. And I turned it off, but I'm gonna set the timer for 2 minutes. Okay? Alright, let's take a look. This pasta is almost done. Now, out of all the pastas I think I've made, rigatoni is probably the longest one to cook. No, I take that back. Manicotti is it takes a long time.
Manicotti, lasagnas.
No, because I get the oven baked one. The ones that are oven ready. I learned my lesson with that. Now, when I used to make lasagna, the first time I learned how to make lasagna was at the tender age of 12, and and they didn't have oven ready noodles back then, so you would have to boil the lasagna noodles. They took forever. And then sometimes when you would try to get them out after they cooled off, they would just break apart. It was a real big mess. So if you ever want to make a lasagna, I highly recommend getting oven ready noodles. It saves so much time. Hey, what's up with you in that doo-doo-doo?
Well, that was you was doing a flashback.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, we don't have the budget to just be pressing a button and do that, and then they go back to when you were a kid. So we gotta.
And I walk around her with a pigtail in the kitchen.
Yeah, pretty much. And you like doing some dance, and then you messing up your lasagna.
Yep. I used to try to break dance when I was a teenager.
I can see that.
I wasn't good at it.
Trying to spin on your head.
I wasn't good at it though. I'd hurt myself countless times trying to do a breakdance move. Okay.
This one's called the bender.
The bender.
The bender.
The bender. All right, this pasta is officially done. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our nice trusty. Go ahead and turn it on. Let's take a look. Oh, that's perfect, actually. All right, I'm gonna take these out. Can you turn that pot off for me, honey?
Sure. Pot has been turned off.
Thank you so much. You're so helpful. Now these are perfect. I like my garlic bread to have a little bit of brownness around. That means it's going to have a little crunch to it. All right. Now that we have that taken care of, let's drain our pasta, not rinse. All right? Let's go. Get all of that water out of there that you possibly can. You know what? You are the best cameraman ever. You are dedicated, brother. And voila! Now that we have this pasta done, we're gonna go ahead and pour our Bolognese right on top. Oh, it looks so delicious. Can't even tell that's ground chicken. You hear me? You can't even tell. Let's go ahead and get all of our sauce. I am a stickler. I want all of my meat sauce. I do. I want all of it. You know what? Shut up. Shut up, Raylan.
I didn't say nothing.
With your chuckles.
I didn't do nothing.
Alright, there we go.
You want to talk about meat sauce?
I want all my meat sauce. So we're going to move that around a little bit. Now this is not enough sauce for me. If this is enough for you, then you would go ahead and start adding your cheese. I like mine to have a little bit more sauce. So we're going to take, first we use our meat sauce in the meat. Now we're going to take a little bit of the traditional of the Prego. I always like Prego kind. I don't know. It's my favorite. We're going to put half jar.
I always call pregnant women spaghetti sauce.
Pregos.
All right. Like, hey, what up, spaghetti sauce? One girl's like, what does that even mean?
Oh, sorry. Now we're going to put this on a low heat. And we're going to take our mozzarella cheese. Tommy barking?
Unfortunately.
Why you gotta say it like that? My dog can't help himself. He just likes to bark.
He also likes to be a dope too, but that doesn't stop him.
No. He's just a dopey dog.
Sweet dummy.
So we're gonna take our 1/2 cup and measure out a 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese.
1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella. And sprinkle it, baby. And sprinkle it, baby. Sprinkle it, baby. Now, can you get me a little bit of Parmesan cheese, please? Thank you so much. Mmm, looks so good. Oh, that looks delicious. It smells immaculate. All right, so we don't have much of this Parmesan cheese, so we're going to just go ahead and add it in. Now, if you were going to measure it out, I would do like a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese as well. And this is why I keep the fire low. As you can see, it's already kind of bubbling.
It's got cheese.
Wow. You got it? Thanks. Oh man, that looks so good. So we're gonna cover it and turn it down even lower and kind of let all of those flavors simmer. Let me put a little bit of my favorite Italian seasoning.
It's seasoning for Italians.
Love you.
Me too, baby.
And of course we made a mess, so I'm gonna wipe this up while that's doing its thing. I have a little case of OCD, so don't pay me.
A little?
Shush. Shush, please. Shush. Oh, Monday Night Raw! Oh. Is that a sore spot, honey? Because you're not going to be able to watch wrestling because you'll be at work. Well, we can watch Monday Night Raw on Tuesday. And then we watch NXT on Wednesday. And Dynamite. Which Moxley and what's his name?
CM Punk.
CM Punk gonna be challenging for the to see who's gonna be the true champion. I like that.
Yep.
Oh, right. Let's take a look.
And we get that on free TV. You can't beat it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now this is a bowl of home. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I am going to go ahead and do a little plating for you so you can see exactly how I would actually serve this dish to my family or to you guys if you ever are a guest in the Nash house. So let's get that together. I'm gonna sit you guys down. Clean off our little work area here. And then dry it off because I don't like it real wet. See that? All right. Now, when I'm plating these dishes, this is exactly how I like to do it. Because this is going to be a pasta and bread, we're going to take our nice little pointy plates. And then we're going to take our bowl that goes right in the center. Doesn't that look so beautiful? Just amazing. Now we're going to get one of our little pasta attachments to pull that out. Like this. And then we're going to And take our bowl and put our pasta in there. Oh, look at that. And if you want to, just to be a little extra fancy, you can sprinkle just a little bit of extra cheese on top. Put a little bit of parsley. Once I get my parsley. And then we're going to put our garlic bread right on the side. And voila. Bon appetit. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. Welcome to the Nash House, and I hope you enjoyed this Rigatoni Bolognese. Let's try it. So hot. Oh God. So good. The ground chicken, it just holds so much flavor. Look at this bread. Oh, so good. So I like to take my bread and dip it in the sauce. Delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe so you can get notified.